Good morning yogis, this is Sahil Gurati and welcome you all my YouTube channel Virsa Yoga. Today we will talk about Kapalbhati. So what are the preparation of Kapalbhati if we are beginner, how we should start the Kapalbhati, and what are the indications of Kapalbhati and what are the benefits of Kapalbhati. So we will talk about on each topic one by one. So let's start how we should sit in any comfortable position for Kapalbhati. So like you can see I am sitting in cross leg position, but my knees are above my glutes, so it's not good for me, for my body, and especially for my spine, because all the body weights come on the tendons of the back and it's really bad. So if you are yoga practitioner or if you are going to start the yoga practitioner, you can buy the yoga blocks from any shop or from Amazon. This time I'm going to use this stone because I don't have the block here. Okay, so after sitting on the block I'm feeling more comfortable. As you can see my knees are down now, my glutes are up, means my hips are up, so the body weights, it will come towards forward and I can sit completely straight, my spine come in neutral position, so you can adopt this position for longer duration as well. Make sure guys, if you have any kind of knee pain, so you can there is no harsh rule that we should only sit in Padmasana or Ardha Padmasana or Vajrasana for the practice of Kapalbhati or any pranayam. Yes, if you are comfortable you can sit, but if you are not comfortable or if you have any kind of knee pain, so do not force yourself to sit in Padmasana or any meditative posture. You can just sit, simply use the block, you can sit on the chair, you can keep your legs straight for the practice of Kapalbhati. Okay, let's start. Let's talk about why we should sit straight for the practice of Kapalbhati or any practice of Kapalbhati. So it's mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, the Samam Kaya Shiryo Girva Dharan Chalam Sthiram. It means our body should be completely straight, our head, neck and spine should be in one straight line. Whenever we sit for the yagya, whenever we sit for the practice of Kapalbhati or any pranayam, any cleansing process as well. Okay, and depend on practice to practice. So okay, so why we should sit straight? Because Kapalbhati is create the force. So what is the meaning of Kapalbhati? Let me clear you. Kapal means the forehead, the cranium, and the Bhati means glow, who increase the shine on the face is called the Kapalbhati. It also brings the clarity in the mind, that's why it's called the Kapalbhati. So let's talk about why we should sit straight again and in a scientific way. So because during the practice of Kapalbhati we are creating the force this time, and the force or the air is come out from your nostril walls. So when we create the force, if you are sitting like this and practicing Kapalbhati, like I have observed many persons, especially those who sit in the park and then they practice, so they just practice like this Kapalbhati, so they are not doing the Kapalbhati guys. So you should understand what is the right practice of Kapalbhati, how we should take the strokes. So the first thing, your body should be completely straight, your spine should be completely straight, and then you start to take the Kapalbhati or practice the Kapalbhati. So when we take the strokes of the Kapalbhati, suppose this is my back and this is my spine, I am taking the strokes like this. Or suppose you are hitting or you are hunching your back, so it's hit on the spine and soon you will get the back kind of problem, might be high blood pressure, might be the heart problem because of the alignment. So alignment should be straight, it should be completely fine. Now when we sit straight, one more thing you need to remember, that we should also not bend the neck, because many of our students then they start to practice of Kapalbhati, they all look like this and they observe how we are practicing Kapalbhati. So this is not the right way to check the your practice. One more thing guys, when we are bending your neck, again I am going to repeat that we are creating the force, we are generating the force here. Because of the air will hit here on your back of your neck, and might be you will get any kind of neck trouble. Okay, so guys, make sure during the practice of Kapalbhati, do not make hunch in your spine, do not bend your neck, so it should be completely in neutral position. Okay, let's start the technique. So what is the technique of Kapalbhati, how we should practice the Kapalbhati? Strokes should be guys equal in each and every stroke of Kapalbhati. Should be up and down, because yoga means the union and it also means the balance, to bring the balance in the life. So while practicing the Kapalbhati, always remember that we should practice always in a balanced way. So the stroke should be not zigzag like this. So sometimes it goes up, sometimes it's come down, sometimes we are applying the more force, sometimes we are applying the less force. It should be not like this. So whenever you practice the Kapalbhati, you should always practice with the mild strokes. First thing, if you are beginners, always practice with the mild strokes. No need to apply too much force, or while practicing, many students they move their chest. Make sure, guys, whenever you are practicing Kapalbhati, try to avoid every chest movement and take all the stroke from your lower belly only. Because when we practice the Kapalbhati, we are working here. Okay, we are working here, but all the effects come here. The effect come on all over the body. So if your alignment is not good, might be you will get any kind of trouble. So how to practice Kapalbhati? Observe. This time I am going to place my left palm on my lower belly, right palm on my chest, so you can observe my movement, and this is how you can observe your own movement. So, and you can use the mirror at your home in the beginning. You can sit in front of the mirror and then you can practice your Kapalbhati. It will be really easy for you to observe your own practice, to correct yourself very easily. Might be you are hunching your back or contracting your lungs. Okay, so you can just sit straight and then you can observe your chest movement. So in the beginning, when you are going to start the Kapalbhati, always practice with the open eyes. You can observe yourself in the mirror, then you can practice. Second option, if you don't have mirror, like I am sitting here, there is no mirror, so you can just simply place your palm on your body and then you can practice Kapalbhati. Okay, let's start the practice of Kapalbhati, how we should practice. So guys, as I said, we should always take all the stroke from our lower belly. Observe now. So first inhale, and then you will start the practice of Kapalbhati. Just listen for a while. I am not practicing like this. So I am going to show you the wrong technique. So this time I am moving my shoulder, this time I am moving my chest, and this is the right technique. As you can see, I am moving my lower belly only. There is less movement on my upper belly and no movement on my chest. So during the practice, you will always remember this, that I should always take the stroke from our lower belly, not from my chest. Might be it will take few minutes to learn, might be it will take few days to learn, but this is the new programming for your brain, for your body, because body always concentrate to inhale, not on exhalation. So this is something new that we are going to teach on our brain. So it might be it can be take some time. Okay, so do not feel that I am not able to take the stroke from the lower belly or this and that. No, don't be confused. Okay, body take time to learn. When you will start the practice of Kapalbhati, it will take might be some minutes or some days, and you will learn soon. So don't worry, just practice Kapalbhati every day. So observe, guys, I am taking all the stroke from my lower belly. You can understand this thing with one example. Whenever we practice squats, so we work on our thighs, we work on our glutes, so we train our quadricep, our hamstring and glutes while practicing squats. When we practice push-ups, we increase the strength of our arm, and we prepare our chest. We give the good shape to our body. So this time we are taking all the stroke from our lower belly. So it will really help those who want to reduce the fat from the lower belly, and they are struggling how we should reduce the fat. So guys, you should practice like this. Okay, so after this, the alignment of the body, we will practice the Kapalbhati again. So observe, if you are beginner, how you should start the Kapalbhati. In the beginning, you can start with the 10 strokes. Then you can gradually increase your stroke day by day. You can practice 10 strokes, then 30, then 50. You can reach on 100. Like I'm a regular practitioner. If I practice 1000 strokes, guys, it's easy for me. I can practice very easily. But always remember, apply the mild strokes. No need to apply the very strong force or high force. So those who are youngsters, like I'm young, so if I practice little bit hard, is okay for me. Body can handle the force. Okay. So when we are moving our belly, we are not just moving our muscles, we are shifting our organs from down to up. So it's give a very gentle massage to our organs and to our heart as well, because the diaphragm moves upward, and it's give very gentle massage to our heart. If you are taking a very jerky stroke, so the diaphragm will hit on your heart and it can be create lots of trouble or problem for you. So always remember, stroke should be very mild, very light. Observe now. If you guys observe that I have end my practice with longer exhalation. So during the practice your strokes should be equal. You will apply the equal force to create the balance, to maintain the balance. And but when you are trying to, when you are thinking to end your practice, that time your force should be longer. Okay, it should be not short. If you practice like this, okay, so body will learn, because suppose if you are driving on the road and suddenly something come over, you are trying to stop the thing. So first what you can do is start to press the brake very slowly. So you slow down the speed and then you stop your vehicle. So this is how we should end the Kapalbhati when you are practicing Kapalbhati. So you just simply with the longer exhalation end your Kapalbhati. If you don't understand how to end, so let me show you again. Observe. Just simply. Simple stroke should be inward and upward. It should be not like this. It should be inward and upward in a lifting way. In Punjabis, we call Chaddi Kala. So the stroke should be downward to upward, because the force of the air is coming from down to up completely. Okay, so let's guys talk about what are the benefits of Kapalbhati. So let's begin from up. So it's really good for hair fall, those who are struggling from hair fall, and it's really good for eyesight, those who are wearing the specs and trying to reduce their eyesight number, and it's increase the glow on the face. So if you go parlor every day, if your face is looking dull, if you have any kind of black eyes problem or something, you can practice Kapalbhati. And it's also really good for those who have any kind of allergy problem, those who have sinus problem, those who feel cold and cough. Like here I'm right now in Uttarakhand, and at night the temperature was 4 degree. This time also it is completely chilling here, and but it's okay for me because I am practicing Kapalbhati, I practice pranayama, I practice cleansing process. So it's improved the immune system. It's really important point, guys. It's improved the immune system of the body. So practice Kapalbhati if you have lower immunity, if you have a lower hemoglobin problem, so you should practice Kapalbhati. So let's come down on the lungs. So it's wonderful practice to improve the lung capacity, and this is one of the reason that teachers call Kapalbhati as a pranayam, because after the Kapalbhati we retain the breath. After exhaling means we apply the outer retention, outer kumbhak in this. So when we hold the breath, we are preparing our lungs for the carbon dioxide, not for the oxygen. Okay, always be clear in your mind. We are preparing the body, preparing our lungs for the carbon dioxide, not for the oxygen. So this time I'm in mountain area. Those who go for trekking, those who go on Himalayas for practicing, might be they can get any kind of trouble because of the weather, lack of oxygen. So we are preparing our lungs for the carbon dioxide. So please practice Kapalbhati if you are trekker. Okay. Now after the lungs we comes on the lower belly. As I said, this is wonderful practice to reduce the fat from the lower belly. If you are struggling from long time, which kind of technique I should apply, or which kind of diet I should take. So guys, no need to run. Just practice Kapalbhati every day and you will get really good result. It's also good. Any kind of disease, means the skin disease problem, is really good for females as well. But remember, during the pregnancy, during the periods, do not practice Kapalbhati. It's really good if you have any kind of ovary problem, okay, or PCOS problem, or the previous name was PCOD, now the new name is PCOC. So it's really good for any kind of female problem as well. So guys, start the practice of Kapalbhati, okay, and